From climbing to unprecedented billionaire status to outsmarting entire industries, these 15 women didn't just excel in sports, they redefined wealth building for Black female athletes. How did it happen? Let's uncover their mind-blowing financial empires one by one. Number 1. Serena Williams.
Honestly, what a better place to do it than here where everything first started, so that's great.
Serena Williams didn't just dominate tennis. She built an empire that reshaped what success means for an athlete. When people talk about her 23 Grand Slam titles, they often overlook the question, how does a tennis star transition into becoming the first female athlete billionaire? For Serena, it wasn't just about winning. It was about seeing the game differently, both on and off the court. While her career earnings from tennis sit at approximately $94 million, that's only a fraction of her wealth. The real story lies in her investments. In 2014, Serena Ventures launched with a clear focus, investing in diverse, often underrepresented entrepreneurs. To date, the fund has supported over 60 startups, including brands like Tonal and 13 Lune, proving her sharp acumen for spotting untapped opportunities. But venture capital isn't her only arena. With her fashion line, S by Serena, she combined her passion for design with inclusivity, offering styles that appeal to a wide range of women, reflecting her own journey. Social media added another layer to her success. Her Instagram, with over 15 million followers, isn't just a platform for highlights or endorsements. It's a curated space where her personal life, advocacy, and business ventures thrive alongside one another. But let's not forget the barriers she faced. As a Black woman in sports, she had to fight for respect, fair contracts, and top-tier sponsorship deals, all while navigating the deeply ingrained prejudices of the industry. These hurdles became stepping stones for her ascent. So what's the lasting impact? Serena didn't just earn wealth, she rewrote the playbook for athletes seeking to expand their influence. The bigger question now is, who might be the next to follow her trailblazing path? Number 2. Naomi Osaka.
So I knew, she beat me then, so I knew she was really difficult to play. And
Naomi Osaka's rise to stardom didn't just shake up the tennis world, it redefined what it means to be a global brand. At just 25 years old, she became the highest paid female athlete in the world, raking in an astonishing $55 million in a single year. What's even more remarkable is how little of that came from the court itself. While her formidable skills earned her 4 Grand Slam titles, it's her understanding of branding and influence that skyrocketed her earnings. Take her collaboration with Louis Vuitton, for example. As the brand's first Japanese and Haitian ambassador, she cemented her position as a multicultural icon. Whether stepping onto the court in designs by Nike or partnering with Sweetgreen, where she holds an equity stake, Osaka leverages her identity and values to resonate with a vast audience. These partnerships go beyond sponsorships. They reflect her authenticity. Sweetgreen even introduced custom menu items inspired by her preferences, creating a tangible connection between her brand and the consumers. What further separates her from the pack is her willingness to speak out about issues many athletes avoid. Following her candid discussions around mental health, brands like Nike publicly stood by her, seeing immense value in her vulnerability and leadership. Her multicultural background, deeply rooted in both Japanese and Haitian heritage, has made her relatable to audiences across continents in ways most athletes can't replicate. Naomi Osaka isn't just playing the branding game, she's rewriting its rules. But how did the path for such modern icons begin? That takes us to Venus Williams. Number 3. Venus Williams.
She won the title again in 2007 and 2008.
Venus Williams didn't just transform tennis with her power and precision. She redefined what it means to be a female athlete in business. From the start, she was known for her trailblazing spirit, But her journey to financial independence reveals a determination to excel far beyond the court. For years, many questioned how Venus, often compared to her sister Serena, would carve out her own legacy. As it turns out, her success would stem not only from her athletic achievements, but from her entrepreneurial drive and willingness to challenge the status quo. Her fashion brand, Elevin, is a prime example. Rather than simply lending her name to a product line, Venus created activewear that represents her vision: performance-driven, creative, and empowering. This wasn't just about tapping into the athleisure trend, it was about showing women everywhere that excellence doesn't stop at the finish line. But her business aspirations didn't end there. With her interior design firm, V-Star, Venus made another bold move, branching into a field completely unrelated to sports. The firm has taken on high-profile projects, demonstrating her ability to succeed in industries where few expected her to venture. Venus's influence transcends her businesses because of her commitment to equality. Her role in securing equal prize money at Wimbledon stands as a landmark victory. She didn't just argue for fairness, she became the face of the movement, championing gender equality in a sport that resisted change for far too long. It's this balance of skill, determination, and vision that sets Venus apart and firmly cements her as a role model for generations to come. Number 4. Simone Biles. Simone Biles is a name synonymous with perfection in gymnastics, but her legacy isn't confined to the sport. As the most decorated gymnast in history, she took what might be considered a niche discipline and turned it into a foundation for remarkable financial success. This isn't an easy road for gymnasts. The limited commercial appeal of the sport often creates barriers for athletes to build significant wealth. But for Biles, her strategic decisions and unshakable authenticity have transformed her into a mogul far beyond the mat. A key shift in her journey came with her endorsements. Partnering with brands like Athleta, Visa, and Uber Eats wasn't just about collecting sponsorships, it was about alignment. Athleta, for instance, presented an opportunity for Biles to champion empowerment and inclusivity, values she holds deeply. Together, these partnerships make up a large portion of her income, proof that her influence extends far past competition. Beyond endorsements, she even spearheaded her own Gold Over America tour, creating an entirely new revenue stream while celebrating gymnastics on her terms. But what really sets Biles apart is her advocacy. Her candid conversations about mental health, a topic athletes often shy away from, completely reshaped her public image. Her vulnerability resonated, demonstrating strength that extends into her brand. With millions of loyal followers across social media platforms, Biles capitalized on her relatability, cultivating a global fan base that keeps her name and message relevant. Through sheer talent, authenticity, and business ingenuity, Simone Biles redefined what's financially possible for athletes in gymnastics. Now, imagine being just a teenager and already walking a similar path. That's where Coco Gauff comes in. Number 5. Coco Gauff.
Some days I want to look like I belong in a metal band, and then some days I want to look like I belong in a flower field. So
Coco Gauff's career is racing forward at an astonishing pace, both on and off the court. At just 19 years old, she's already amassed millions, cementing her position as one of the most exciting young athletes in the world. Her financial success didn't happen by chance. It's the result of a perfect combination of athletic talent, a sharp approach to branding, and innate relatability that connects her with a younger audience. But how does someone so young create such an impressive financial foundation? A big part of her success lies in her endorsement deals, which align perfectly with her fresh, vibrant image. Partnering with New Balance allowed her to sport custom gear designed with her youthful style in mind, while her collaboration with Head equips her with the tools she dominates with on the court. Then there's her deal with Barilla, a global brand that taps into her ability to connect with audiences across culture. These partnerships aren't just about financial gain. They build her visibility internationally and solidify her image as a relatable yet aspirational figure. Her appeal goes even deeper with her online presence. Goff's social media isn't crafted to feel distant or overly polished. It feels genuine, whether she's sharing moments from her matches, snippets of her off-court life, or the occasional behind-the-scenes banter. Her accessibility draws millions of fans, particularly Gen Z. This level of engagement makes her a goldmine for brands seeking that exact demographic, setting her apart as a powerhouse in marketing. Coco Gauff's trajectory promises not just short-term success, but the makings of enduring athletic and financial greatness. Speaking of long-term success, let's now take a closer look at an athlete who's exemplified that to perfection, Candace Parker. Number 6, Candace Parker.
Ecstatic for the big win. You know, Vivica A. Fox called you the GOAT. Everyone's talking about legacy. Do you think
Candace Parker has built a legacy that goes far deeper than her dominance in the WNBA. Known for her remarkable skills on the court, she's equally impressive off it, turning a career in women's basketball, a league historically synonymous with lower pay, into a blueprint for financial success. The question is, how did she navigate these challenges and come out on top with a multi-million-dollar net worth? One of the cornerstones of Parker's wealth building is her media career. Her role as an analyst on TNT's NBA broadcasts allowed her to carve out an entirely new income stream while expanding her influence in the sports world. Beyond enhancing her visibility, this position underscores the power of transitioning athletic recognition into long-lasting media opportunities. It's a prime example of creating value that extends well beyond the game itself. Endorsements have also played a pivotal role. Parker's partnership with Adidas exemplifies how thoughtful branding choices can elevate an athlete's image. She didn't just attach her name to a global brand, she represented an authentic ambassador, which only increased her appeal to sponsors looking for genuine connections with audiences. These deals helped build both financial security and a robust public profile. Beyond endorsements and media, Parker made significant strides in real estate investment. This move signals her long-term focus on financial stability, proving she's as strategic off the court as she is on it. By navigating the financial constraints of women's basketball with such precision, Parker has become a role model for wealth building in the WNBA, and the rising stars of the league are taking note as athletes like Aja Wilson step into this evolving financial landscape. Number 7, Aja Wilson.
I'm like really happy. The first one was cool, but this second championship.
Aja Wilson is emerging as a transformative force in the WNBA, not just for her dominance on the court, but for how she's reshaping what financial independence can look like in a league historically marked by limited earning potential. In a sport where salaries have long lagged behind their male counterparts, Wilson is demonstrating that success isn't confined to the confines of a paycheck. It's about building wealth through strategy, leadership, and influence. Her endorsement deals with giants like Nike and Mountain Dew illustrate this perfectly. These aren't just logo placements. They're platforms for amplifying her presence and values across multiple arenas. Partnering with Nike associates her with a brand that champions equality and performance, while her Mountain Dew deal positions her right at the intersection of sports culture and entertainment. These deals are more than just lucrative. They're foundational to her growing empire. But her impact isn't only personal. Wilson's leadership within the WNBA Players Association signals her commitment to the broader landscape. Advocacy is a core part of her role, working from the inside to push for league-wide reforms. Though details remain private, her status in this capacity suggests she's tackling key player issues such as benefits and pay equity, setting the groundwork for a more sustainable financial model for current and future athletes. With her blend of business acumen and advocacy, Aja Wilson is showing that the court is just the start starting line. Now let's turn to Angel Reese, whose financial achievements are breaking barriers in an entirely different arena. Number 8, Angel Reese.
First NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship, defeating the Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85.
Angel Reese is proving that college athletes have the power to build wealth in ways once unimaginable, and her rise is a direct result of the seismic changes brought about by NIL rights. For decades, collegiate athletes were at the mercy of rules that prohibited them from profiting off their fame, even as universities raked in billions. But when NIL rights changed the game, athletes like Reese seized the opportunity to turn personal branding into a lucrative reality. Her endorsement deals showcase the extent of her appeal. Partnering with iconic names like Coach and McDonald's, Reese isn't just representing major global brands. She's aligning with companies that understand her crossover marketability. These partnerships bring her influence to new consumer spaces while simultaneously building her financial portfolio. A campaign with McDonald's, for instance, capitalized on her relatable charm, while her association with Coach reinforced her as a figure of style and confidence beyond basketball. Social media, too, has played a pivotal role. Reese's viral moments, whether on the court or in candid, engaging posts, amplify her visibility. Her ability to connect with millions of followers has turned her platforms into a valuable tool for brand activation. Companies want what Reese delivers: reach, engagement, and authenticity. For college athletes, Reese symbolizes what is possible under NIL reforms. She's not just cashing in, she's creating a pathway for others to follow, transforming how young athletes navigate their careers. And speaking of unexpected trailblazers, let's look at what makes Alexis DeJoria stand out. Number 9, Alexis DeJoria.
In 2014, Alexis DeJoria became the first woman to complete a funny car run in under 4 seconds, and just the 9th driver, regardless of gender, to ever do that. She's currently ranked number 6 in the world.
What if one of the richest female athletes didn't just speed down the track, but also sped past expectations in more ways than one? Enter Alexis DeJoria, a name synonymous with drag racing and a stunning financial legacy that goes well beyond the finish line. As the daughter of billionaire entrepreneur John Paul DeJoria, co-founder of the Paul Mitchell hair care empire and patron spirits, Alexis had a life most would envy. But instead of following the predictable path of inheriting a business empire, she chose a wildly different direction: drag racing, a sport known for its adrenaline-pumping intensity. Alexis didn't rely on family wealth to carve her own lane. She cemented her name in the sport with multiple NHRA victories, leveraging her name and talent to attract sponsorship deals with heavyweights like Patron Tequila and Toyota. These partnerships weren't just logos on a car. They represented a calculated strategy to build a brand that extends far beyond the racetrack. Over time, her passion became a profitable empire, balancing her racing stature with savvy business ventures that reinforced her financial prominence. Now, let's shift gears to the world of aquatic achievements. Number 10, Simone Manuel.
Coach Greg told me to build it in the first 50, and before my race this afternoon, he was like, all right, just go for it.
How does someone rise beyond barriers in a sport historically dominated by others and transform success into lasting influence? For Simone Manuel, that journey began the moment she touched the wall, becoming the first African-American woman to win an individual Olympic gold medal in swimming. It was a history-making achievement, but what she did with that moment is what truly sets her apart. Simone turned her groundbreaking victory into a platform, partnering with global giants like Nike and Toyota. These weren't just standard endorsements, they were statements. Her collaboration with Nike, for instance, positioned her as a voice for inclusivity, pushing campaigns that celebrated diversity in sports. Additionally, through Toyota, Simone became an advocate for athletes of all backgrounds, using her influence to reshape how brands market role models in swimming. Beyond business, she's taken her financial success one stroke further by championing the visibility of underrepresented swimmers. Simone Manuel's achievements are both a symbol and a strategy, demonstrating how talent combined with purpose can generate wealth while inspiring countless others. From the water to the world, her impact flows endlessly. Number 11, Skylar Diggins-Smith.
She brings that intensity. She challenges me to be a better pro. I don't always like it.
What if being a star in the WNBA was just the beginning? For Skylar Diggins-Smith, basketball opened the door to an empire she's built far beyond the hardwood. Recognized as one of the league's most dynamic players, Skylar has faced the financial challenges that come with playing in a league where contract sizes pale in comparison to those in men's sports. But instead of letting the game define her limits, she's used her platform to rewrite the playbook. Skylar's partnerships with brands like Puma and Body Armor show how she's used her star power to cross over into the business world. Puma named her one of the faces of their women's basketball line, emphasizing her impact both as an athlete and a cultural icon. Similarly, her deal with Body Armor positions her not only as an endorser, but as someone actively reshaping how women athletes are marketed. And she's not just cashing checks, she's sparking change. A vocal advocate for equal pay in sports, Skylar is blending her talents with purpose. What she's creating is bigger than the game itself. Number 12, Allison Felix.
It's fun to get to be able to come out and run on home soil, and I think we just want to set the team up for tomorrow, whoever's going to be out there.
Allison Felix didn't just break records on the track, she broke barriers in the way athletes think about power and independence. Known for her dominance in sprint events, Felix holds more Olympic track and field medals than any other female athlete in history. But her most defining moment came off the track when she challenged systemic inequality in the sports industry. After a major sponsor failed to support her during her pregnancy, Felix walked away, choosing her values over the safety of a contract. This bold move led her to launch her own brand, Athleta, which was built from the ground up with a focus on empowering women. Unlike traditional sponsorships that often sidelined real issues, Athleta gave Felix the opportunity to combine commercial success with meaningful advocacy. Its mission to champion inclusivity resonated globally, helping Felix build something far larger than medals, a legacy that connects with women everywhere. Felix proved that prioritizing fairness isn't just principled, it's profitable. Her story shows that standing firm on values isn't a trade-off. It's a path to even greater achievement. From the track to the tennis court, let's meet another athlete redefining what success looks like. Number 13, Sloane Stephens.
When we get on the court, it's time to compete, but before that, we're not gonna be weird and awkward and make it
Sloane Stephens has shown that in tennis, greatness isn't just about titles. It's about what you build off the court. Her 2017 US Open win cemented her place among tennis elites. But Sloane didn't settle for prize money alone. Instead, she orchestrated a carefully curated brand built on partnerships with some of the world's most recognizable names: Nike, Rolex, and Mercedes-Benz. These endorsements go beyond traditional deals. The elegance of Rolex and the prestige of Mercedes-Benz link her to a lifestyle of sophistication and achievement, appealing to audiences who value excellence and exclusivity. But her financial strategy is more than just aligning with luxury brands. Sloane has made meaningful investments in underserved communities, connecting her success to causes that matter. By supporting programs focused on diversity and inclusion, she's expanded her influence while fostering positive change. This dual focus on wealth building and social responsibility elevates her beyond the traditional athlete endorser model. Sloane's trajectory proves that tennis isn't just a platform for her. It's a gateway to shape a legacy that combines sport, purpose, and financial independence. Now, let's flip to gymnastics, where another legacy was born. Number 14, Gabby Douglas.
And right here, Gabby, together, guys, right here.
Gabby Douglas didn't just change gymnastics, she changed what it represented. At the London Olympics in 2012, her historic all-around gold medal shattered barriers, making her the first African-American gymnast to win the title. This achievement marked a turning point, not only for the sport, but for broader conversations about representation and possibility, as she inspired countless young athletes who saw themselves reflected in her success. Following her groundbreaking victory, Gabby capitalized on her newfound platform, bringing her name to household brands. Endorsements with Kellogg's and Procter & Gamble allowed her to connect with audiences far beyond the gymnastics world, solidifying her as a positive and influential figure in popular culture. Her partnership with Kellogg's, for example, saw her grace cereal boxes nationwide, symbolizing her role as a trailblazer both in and out of competition. Beyond endorsements, Gabby expanded her influence through media ventures. Her autobiographies offered fans a glimpse into her journey, while TV appearances showcased her versatility, keeping her brand relevant well past her Olympic triumphs. Finally, let's meet a sprinter whose fearless approach defines her rise. Number 15, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Dina Asher-Smith fades. It's going to be Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas, 200-meter champion.
Sha'Carri Richardson has proven she's more than just a sprinter. She's a force. Known for her fiery personality and unapologetic confidence, she has seized the spotlight in ways that extend far beyond her performances on the track. Her signature style, complete with bold hair colors, striking nails, and an unwavering self-assurance, has made her unforgettable. But for Sha'Carri, success isn't just about standing out. It's about using her unique presence to turn obstacles into opportunities. Faced with public scrutiny after controversies threatened to derail her momentum, most would crumble. Sha'Carri, however, turned challenges into fuel, using her platform to redefine resilience. Her ability to connect with younger audiences has become one of her greatest strengths, allowing her to build a brand that feels authentic and powerful. Deals with major names like Nike and Beats by Dre emphasize her marketability and cultural relevance, cementing her as a role model for embracing individuality. Sha'Carri Richardson's story exemplifies how embracing authenticity can not only inspire but also open doors. It's proof that being unapologetically yourself pays off, literally and figuratively. Amazing, but you know what's better? Stupidly expensive things Diddy owns. Click here to find out.